thing, of course, everybody talks about is that night that you came off the top rope with your knee and defeated Bruno Sammartino. Do you relive that in your head over and over again?
To some degree, because it was such an important match, probably the most important match ever in my career. And I've wrestled a lot of different individuals.
And in Bruno's career, too.
Yes, and to wrestle, but a lot of people don't realize was a hero of mine because he had become a champion in 1963 against Buddy Rogers, right?
Yes.
And
you can come in, by the way.
And I just was fascinated by this man, Abruzzo, Bruno Sammartino.
I knew he was one of your heroes.
Yeah, and it was just the type of thing that as I graduated to wrestling, we won the title, and I said, man, if I could ever get to wrestle him, that would be the elite type thing. And then just not long after that, I ended up getting a chance in Pittsburgh to take somebody else's place and actually wrestle him. A lot of fans don't realize that, but to have wrestled Bruno and then come back 8 years later, 1971, and actually in 69 I came back from Montreal and wrestled Bruno for just about the whole year, round and round the loop, and had great matches.
But you found the way to finally beat him. You found, and was that way to beat him through Captain Lou Albano? Because I remember interviewing Albano right afterwards, and he said he helped guide you to that victory.
Yes, in a sense, because he had a lot of experience, Captain, in the wrestling, and I admired that about him. And it was the idea that he had followed and watched me and studied me, and he knew that coming off the top rope, being 300 pounds plus, that I have quite an impact, and I could do it with such accuracy, and he knew this, and he was just good at giving me the advice about staying there. The captain, he was always yelling there, keeping you fired up all the time. And
a lot of this is mental when you get in the ring.
Yes, whenever I came off that top rope, yes, of course, landing on Bruno, realizing too in the back of my head that I had heard that he had some serious injuries over the last 7.5 years.
From George Steele,
wrestling different guys. And he said that I found this out after that the different parts of the body were getting, bruised up. Could have been knowing this when I came off the top, but man, you hate in a way to end a career of someone, but yet my job and my goal was to win the Worldwide Wrestling Federation title, and against such a great champion as Bruno, I wanted to make it no mistake.
Now, that was absolutely amazing. But you talked about the power of positive thinking going in there.
Yes, sir.
The fans were against you that night, but not as much as they were against you the night that you lost the title at Madison Square Garden to Pedro Morales, because throngs of people came to see you defeated. What was that like, walking into a building with all these 21,000 people against you?
All right, well, especially after wrestling Bruno, and that night was nearly a riot because everything went so quiet because I couldn't believe that Bruno
like a funeral.
Oh, really? It was so bad to me because I'd been in a couple riots previous to that, because I've wrestled 10 years in Puerto Rico and also up in Montreal. There was some incidents that it really got rough, and I could tell the sense, the quietness and the tone of the people that is ready for riots. So when it came to Pedro and the intensity of the excitement with the people wanting so much for him to defeat me, for him to win and they'd have a representative then with the title, and knowing this, whenever I went in there, I must say I was on my toes, or I tried to be at my best, because I knew he was a very hot-tempered individual.
Yes, he was ready for any kind of
harder for me to concentrate because there's so much for him and hollering and insults at me and everything. But I tried to stay focused, and for Pedro to have pulled that out of the hat, you know, I had him in a full Nelson.
Yeah.
And he made it look, yeah, first of all, he made it look like he was going out, you know, if you notice. And for that, I was like pushing him towards the corner like that thing. And I was thinking just to finish him off and run him into the top turnabout. But he fooled me and he brought his speed up and kicked the top rope, which knocked us back, both back. And as I was going back, I was taught go right into the waist lock to get the suplex and type thing. And as we fell back, I figured I'm still okay, you know, as I got him at the advantage. But it was not to be because the referee seen all of my shoulders down and not Pedro's because although I was on the offense, he was on the defense.
So according to you, actually, the first time ever on camera here, according to you then, you never really lost the title. Because as far as you were concerned, he was winning.
It was kind of, for my, I think it was very, I mean, you could see it either way, you know, but if you were to look at it to who's on the offense whenever the shoulders are down, I always thought was the one that should be the victor, you know, type thing.
Yeah.
The other guy should be the one that's counted out. And when that happened, I said to myself, man, how stupid could it be? I realized that. But what he had done is calmed my shoulders down, but it was one of those things that made it even worse after. Now I had all the people cheering, and I said, well, what are they cheering about? You know, but then realizing that they had calmed my shoulders down, and they were excited about the fact that Pedro had won. I said, man.
Yeah, they went crazy. Through your career, you've had a lot of managers.
Yes.
And in today's pro wrestling, there's not many managers at all. What was the benefit of having a manager?
At first, because I was in Montreal, I wrestled up there, and Tony Angelo being from there.
He managed the Mongols.
Yeah, he spoke French, spoke Italian, English. So he was an asset to get, because I didn't speak the Italian and the French. And, I had trouble with the English, so it was the idea of getting me focused and on the trail to a victory and to a title, and that was very essential, I think. And the idea of having him and then going right to Captain Lou, that was so used to the New York area, the North Sea, and how the Worldwide Wrestling Federation looked at it. He knew how to
work that territory. He knew the ins, the outs, the finances, everything.
And how to keep me fired up with that thing, you know, which is so important. Well, it's so important, yeah.
So if we could, right now, before we end this interview, Bruno Sammartino, Pedro Morales, two of your great matches. I'd like you to look in the camera here and just, if they were listening right now and you want to do, if it was back in those days, what would you say to them pre-match?
Pre-match?
Yeah.
I'd say, first of all, Bruno Sammartino, tonight you have met more than your match. In Madison Square Garden, I'm going out there with the intention of getting that title. If I have to hurt you, then I'm going to hurt you. If I get hurt, then that's going to be one thing that I suffer. But no matter what the cost is, I'm coming out to get the title. And I felt the same very way after I had supposedly lost the title to Pedro Morales. But I went out there with the intention, Pedro, of defeating you, hurting you also, if necessary. Even though I admire and respected Bruno Sammartino, your career record, so many victories, the Gardens and throughout the East Coast and throughout the world at that point, because you were traveling all over, defending the title. To get a chance to have wrestled you was an honor. To have a chance to wrestle somebody of Pedro Morales' caliber, it was an honor. And to this day, I still am very happy to the idea that I was champion, whether it was only for a minute. It was the idea that it was a short period reign, but yet to have won it from such a prestigious athlete as Bruno Sammartino and lost it to such a great wrestler, to Pedro Morales, I have no shame about it whatsoever. I look back on it now and I wish I could do it all over again and know what I know now to be able to apply that. But still, I am very thankful. I would like nothing better, actually, to have it topped off with being inducted in the Hall of Fame, because I have all my friends now, the guys that ended up winning the belt from me, the guys that I won the belt from, Bruno himself, Pedro, so many of my friends, part of the WWE universe, just to be looked at as one of the elite champions of the past, and to be crowned with the honors of being in the Hall of Fame for the WWE. That would be such an honor.